Andrea, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Andrea, where you calling me from?
It's Andrea, Indiana.
Oh, say it
Indianapolis.
again.
Andrea.
Andrea.
Mm-hmm. Indianapolis.
Andrea. Andrea, where you calling me from?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. How old are you?
I'm 41.
41. What you do for a living, boo?
I'm a higher education administrator.
Higher education administrator. You have any kids?
I do. I have 5 children total, 4 living, 1 deceased.
Oh, sorry about your child that passed away.
Thank you.
You want to give the ages?
Absolutely. 17, twins 19, and 23.
Okay, all by the same man?
Oldest 3, 1 man, youngest twins, another.
Okay.
Two
And okay, have you ever been married?
Never been married, only engaged.
Okay. And 40, what's your zodiac sign?
Cancer.
Cancer. So we have, say again, Andrea?
Andrea.
Andrea, Indianapolis, 41, Cancer, works in higher education administrator, mom of 5 kids by 2 men. Her 4 children, 1 has passed on. So we, again, give our condolences. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I got my list, girl. Okay. I'm looking for a man that is honest, loyal, self-aware, confident, kind, affectionate, empathetic, and chivalrous.
Okay, we got a list. Now, what are your deal breakers? You wrote that down too?
I did. Yes. Deal breakers. A bisexual man. That means if you have any attraction to men, I got enough problems dealing with women. I don't want to compete with men too. So bisexual men, no thank you. Men lacking dick discipline. If you cannot discipline your D, then you don't need to talk to me.
Wait, I've never heard it like that before.
Well, I mean, because I think men have to reach a point in their life where they understand they can have sex with a lot of different people, but they don't. They shouldn't, especially if they're in committed relationships and things like that. So if you actually lack if you don't have the ability to not have sex with someone that is offering you sex, then I don't need you. No, that's okay. You for the streets. So, yeah.
Okay, anything else?
Cocky, overzealous, especially if you're cocky or overzealous in regards to things like politics, religion, religious views, social views. Like if you're someone that's homophobic, openly homophobic, I typically think you're gay anyway, so, or bi anyway, or DL anyway. So don't be overzealous. Don't be cocky, extra. I'm 40. I'm 40 plus. So I'm looking for someone that's 40 plus and acts 40 plus.
Okay.
Other deal breaker non-citizens, kids under 10. And I do mean under 10. Like if you have a 9.5-year-old, no thank you. No thank you. 10 and over. That's the requirement. If you know me, if I look familiar, just don't worry about doubling back. Don't worry about, hey, I want to see. Nope. If you work in any capacity, personally, professionally, no thank you. And if you want more kids, no thank you. I don't even want to adopt. I don't even know how I'm gonna handle grandkids. That's how much I'm not interested in anybody.
You said you don't want what?
I don't even know how I'm gonna handle grandkids. I mean, I expect my kids to probably procreate, but I don't know how I'm gonna handle that because not my kid. So yeah.
Are there any more on the list?
That's it, girl. That's it.
All right. Should he look a certain way?
Okay. I do have some preferences, but I pretty open when it comes to what I'm attracted to. I would prefer him to at least be my height. I'm 5'6.5", so I prefer for you to at least be 5'7" or taller. I do prefer African American men. However, I am willing and open to other races. Now, listen, if you are another race and you cannot speak English, I can't talk to you. So, no, that doesn't.
So you can be another race, but you got to know English.
Exactly. Yes, I have a lot of Latino men that talk to me or try to talk to me that don't know very good English, and I don't speak Spanish.
Where are you at again? Oh, Indianapolis. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I do prefer a man that's active. Now, if you have a belly and you aspire to get rid of it, like I do, because I'm actively working on myself, then I'm with you. But if you like fried foods, eat fried foods every day, I'm not signing up to take care of you in the next 20 years. So no, thank you. You have to be active. You have to take care of yourself. Um, other than that, that's it. That's it.
Okay. Now, should he make a certain amount of money?
60K and up. I would say if you make 50K, you can still slide. If you make less than 50K, no, thank you. Also, I do require this to be legal income. That means the government knows where your money comes from, because I don't have time. So yeah.
Ooh, child. Andrea, am I saying it right?
Andrea.
Andrea. Time for the Kendra Cam.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I said I was gonna practice this. Okay. So I'm gonna move my camera over here so you can get a full body. I'm trying now not to show y'all all my clothes in my closet.
Okay. All right, boo. All right, we see. Okay. You got some paid questions. Do you want them?
I mean, yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Because you already know, child.
Listen, I know the cousins. Listen, I'm a cousin too.
Okay. Q La Q said, "Man, what are you willing to compromise on? Long list of requirements and very little leverage."
What, is that a girl that said that? Because if you're not interested, why you worry about my requirements? I mean, I thought this was options that I had. I didn't know I had to settle. If I had to settle, I'd already be married. I mean, I didn't even go all the way into it. This is just like to start the conversation. Are you happy? Are you okay? I'm sorry.
Okay. Damon Dennis said, "Lady, you have young women standards. You gave all men anxiety just by listening to you."
Girl, the census told me there was a lot of men born the same year I was born. There was a lot of men born before me, a lot of men born after me. And that might be a man. That being said, again, I say, if you're not interested in me, and if I'm too old for you, why you worry about my standards? Boy, these people paying they good money. Y'all, my Cash App is open since y'all spending money on comments.
Go ahead, shout it out, girl. I'll let you shout it out.
No, I'm just playing. It ain't that deep. I just think it's interesting. People spend money for these questions.
Divine Photo says, "You seem to have an attitude on you, smile, sister. One thing, so a man is supposed to have discipline, but you have 5 kids and didn't require marriage."
Yeah, so I don't have an attitude. I think if anything, I'm a little bit lighter in life. I will say this. I had all my kids before the age of 24. Now, my youngest daughter passed away. So I'm actually like the least bit of an attitude person. I'm just super realistic. I'm really direct, but not an attitude. No, I just don't understand why people pay money to ask me questions about my standards when they don't have no intentions of getting to know me.
Okay. Now, the next question, and I'll wait before I read this one. Okay. When was your last relationship?
About 2.5 years ago.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'm going to choose not to answer.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I am a bit of a perfectionist, which can lead to a bit of procrastination. I am a bit docile and submissive quickly. I tend to believe people, so I'll move quickly into the nesting stage. I'm a little bit older, so I like to cook. I like to cater to a man. So I typically move into that docile or submissive role pretty quickly after dating. And that's proved to not work well with me in the dating world. And I am a financial spender. My kids, I grew up very frugal family. I'm frugal with my kids, but now my kids are grown and I got a little bit more income. So I get an attitude. Sometimes I buy stuff.
Okay. Well, I think you actually answered it. They said, Ignacio said, long list about men, watch her 3 flaws. She gonna struggle. No, she actually had that.
Super aware. That's just 3. I got more.
No, she was ready for that. Yeah. True Seeker said she wants Morris Chestnut in the holiday looking like that. Come on, lady.
And you paid $4.99 for that. How much did you pay for your last nip tuck? Listen, I never said he had to be sitting. Morris Chestnut is very tall, very chocolate, very attractive. I said he could even be working on his belly. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. I did not ask for that much. I didn't say six. I didn't even ask for the 3 6s. I take a 5.5, a 4, and a 3. I am very reasonable. I own my home. My kids are grown. I'm moving to a new stage of life. I know that's all that other stuff is cool, but yes, I'm older. I'm looking for someone that's also older and looking to move into that stage of life because I'm young in other ways.
Oh, she said she's. Woo! What is the age range you would date? You're 41.
I would go 40 to 55. Now, listen, the 36 to 38 is a little tricky. So if you are in that range, just like be all the way there.
40 to 55. Okay. And did I ask you the question? Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's the last question. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm a lot of fun. I know how to do stuff on a budget. So we can have a good time. I like to travel. Like I said, I'm docile and submissive pretty quickly. So that I think that should give a man an indication of kind of what that means. Yeah. I'm fun.
She's fun. She's fun. Let's do it. Andrea, right?
Andrea.
Why I keep saying Andrea?
That's all
Andrea.
right. A lot of people.
Oh, Andrea. Should he be in Indianapolis?
Oh, no, he don't have to be. And if you are, remember what I said. If you know me, so yeah.
Know what?
If they know me, because the city is very small.
Wait, if they know you, don't reach out to you?
Absolutely correct.
Why if a guy knows you, he shouldn't reach out to you?
So I work in a very I've worked in higher education pretty significantly in my city. I'm pretty well known in that area, so that puts me up front in front of a lot of people. And that's pretty tricky dating someone that knows me in some type of capacity. Most of the time, people know me in a professional or personal capacity based off of what I do for a living. And I prefer not to date in that area because it makes it really hard.
So you mean know you personally or know of you? Don't reach out.
Well, I think if they know of me professionally, I don't want them to reach out either. It's not something that I'm interested in. I haven't had very good experiences with that in the past, especially with men in Indianapolis. The network is pretty small. Men are pretty butthurt sometimes. And I just prefer to keep those things separate. My career means a lot to me.
Okay. So a couple of things. Office Jam says, I don't know why, but you sound like you would be good at giving power presentations to police academy recruits. That's the vibe I get.
I do a lot of front facing work. Yeah. So I give a lot of power presentations to a lot of people in a lot of forums.
Okay. Hold on one second. All right. And then, oh, LII said, Auntie, I'm in Indianapolis and only here for one night. What's the play?
The play is, baby, it's a lot of them out here, baby. Go ahead, go to the east side. They waiting on you because Auntie in the house. It's Monday. I got to go work tomorrow.
Okay. Lena B said, ma'am, you have 5 kids. You are the settle.
Girl, first of all, again, I say, I had my kids before the age of 24. Now, I wasn't going to tell y'all all my business, but I have 2 sets of twins. So I have 5 kids and 3 pregnancies, my dear. Lena B, you could only pay $1.99 for that question. So I suggest you settle for that $2 that you spent. I'm 20 years removed from having any kids. There are a lot of men that are far removed from having kids. My kids are grown. I own my home. You can walk in here and not even know a kid exists. Boo. So again, I say, it's phases in life. I know some people are small-minded, can't see past the age of 40, so you don't know what that looks like. But most of us that are up here recognize that there are people with a lot of kids that are grown-ups. And they don't have to worry about those people anymore because they're people being productive. Now, if your kids still live with you at that age now, then that's something else we need to talk about. But girl, Kendra, why are we talking about the comments? What else we doing, girl?
Okay, we're at the end. And
Okay.
we're done. No more comments. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I am.
Okay, how do you spell your name on the app?
I put my nickname, DREA.
DREA?
Yeah.
Now, there's going to be a lot of people with that name, child. When yeah, there's a lot of Dre's. Did you do a username? What does your profile picture look like? There's a lot of people with that name.
I I know I have the app. I'm not. I thought the same name was the username as well.
Well, no, the username is the unique name. Your first name can be somebody else's first name, but the username is a unique name. Well, if you figure it out, let me know, honey.
All right, I will. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye. Kendra G Singles, the dating app is available now on your iPhone and your Android phones. Just go to your Apple Store or your Google Play Store and download it now. Kendra G Singles, the dating app.